Hello and welcome to an update of the Goldilocks Experiment. We're starting this update off as we usually do with our baby bin and seeing how these guys have done. I think they're doing great. Ton of babies. And they're really doing great with the bedding, which is one of my biggest concerns, that they're going to work over the bedding a lot faster than the other two bins. Things really smell good in here, nice and earthy, no foul smells of any kind whatsoever. And everything feels nice without feeling wet. So let's see, this is where we fed. I wanted to replace the marker. Didn't get a chance to do that, but let's see. Yep. I'm doing well. Nice and lively. And no food. They've pretty much taken care of that. They did. Which means we have to feed them up. Babies, tiny, tiny things. So let me get these guys off before I okay. So now we can I guess we can go here. It really doesn't matter at this point. So today they're going to get zucchini. This is only 4 3/4 ounces. It looks like a lot, but it's not. I want to get every single one of these pieces off of here. And of course, buffer. And we will cover this up. So this bin is doing well, no surprises. Let's move over to our mama bin. And here's the second bin. Let's see what's going on in here. So, okay, a lot of castings. Looking good. Paper's getting worked over. I can't even say that there's any dry paper left in here. It's moist. But the castings are a lot flakier than they are in the baby bin, because the baby bin, the material is wetter than it is here. So this is where we fed. Let me just turn this over as I do every week. Just tousle it a little bit. And this is where we fed So let us, oh yeah, these guys are all up in here. And I'm not seeing any food, but there's still sort of, oh yeah, there it is. It's a banana skin, so yeah, they're still working on that. But it's like very little of it is left. But yeah, here they are, working away. And there are some springtails. So these guys are helping the process. So we are going to feed them here. And I'm going to lay down some of the bedding at the bottom here. And I'm going to check my gloves again because I see those babies. Look how tiny. Right there. It's easy to miss these guys. Yep, still taking them off my glove. Okay, so they're getting their chunks. And of course, the buffer. And I think they'll be happy with this as well, even though it's not an apple or a banana. They'll be very, very happy with this. And I'll mark the area. Check my gloves one more time, and we'll move over to our final bin. And here we are with our Papa bin. This bin is looking good too. They really did well composting these large chunks, or what were large chunks of paper. And these castings are very moist. Like, for instance, I wouldn't be able to sieve these castings. And they're full of babies. But the bottom looks good. There is absolutely no standing liquid of any kind. I don't have drainage holes. So you can see that although the material is very moist, it's not wet. So we're doing fine. And this is where we fed. Let's see. There should be a bunch of worms in here because there's no way they could have composted that whole banana. Yeah, it looks like it's still here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's where all these babies are. Oh yeah. Along with the paper and the cardboard. They're doing their thing. And interestingly enough, even the banana is still there. Wow. Okay. That's all right though. Remember, when you're pocket feeding, you can do 2 pockets. And if you come back and there's still food in both pockets, that's when you abstain from feeding. So we are going to do another pocket, and right next to this one, we can do it right here. And then if we still have food in both pockets, then I will definitely skip a feeding. But you can see that it takes them much longer to process something that goes in one large piece. Now, the only thing I did here was, I think I cut a slit here somewhere. Now I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Just to open it up to the worms, to the microbes. Here it is. Otherwise, it's all in one piece. I'm going to put it facing down like that. And of course, cover it up as best I can. The material in here is, well, it's being composted, so it's no paper left, really. Very little paper left. So just going to cover this up and again mark the area and leave these guys alone. But this is getting really, really composted, and this is the largest pieces. So I'm very surprised. I would have thought that this would have been the one in third place, but they're doing really, really well. Okay, so these guys are done, all fed, and we'll leave them alone and let them do their thing. So that's the end of the update, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining me.